Hey everyone, TAC14, so 1-1 here with the episode of Pokemon Tower Defense. In the previous episode we took on Poke Tower, and this one we're going to take on Route 12, which appears to be a water level. So you can see I got some new Pokemon. I trained up and leveled up some of my Pokemon, taught them some pretty cool moves. You can see I got Executor, Golbat, and Scyther, and I'm using a few of my older Pokemon, Venusaur, Vileplume, and Primeape. So let's go ahead and get started, and the music is pretty loud. There, let me fix that. Okay, cool stuff. So you can see we're at the Poke Tower with Joey, and we wake this person up. Slap attack. That's funny. And okay, Team Rocket, Grunt. And yeah, okay, so we're on this pier here. 45 waves, that's a lot, but hopefully my team can go through this wave pretty quickly. I'm just going to put all my Pokemon out. And we want to definitely use a Sword Dance on a lot of my Pokemon. And Sunny Day as well. And Solar Beam. And now let's use a Thunder Punch. And okay. Let's use a Whirlwind. Level up. Let's put Golbat all the way at the bottom there. And bring some of these Pokemon up a little bit. And we want to use a Swords Dance as well. And a Solar Beam. Level up. Okay, cool stuff. So now our team... Oh, wow. They would Rain Dance. Oh, well, it's fine. How is that not doing any damage? I don't understand. Oh well. Okay, so everyone looks to be using Solar Beam here, which is good. That's what we want them to do. Good job on my Pokemon. Good job indeed. And what's at the bottom here? Let me get a good look at this. I don't know what's at the bottom. Oh well. I think they just go by. I'm not really sure though. So yeah, I remember this from I remember a lot of these areas, but I remember this area in particular from my Let's Play of Fire Red. And it's a pretty cool little area, little dock, has a lot of water-type trainers. And as you can probably imagine, in a fire-only mono-type run, it's definitely one of the more harder places to train my Pokemon, but I managed to do it very well. But in this episode, I'm going to ask the question of the day of what is your favorite water-type Pokemon? I may have asked this before, but it seems like it's a good question to ask again. If I haven't asked it, then I guess to ask for the first time in this episode, because we're facing all these... we're facing not only water-type Pokemon, but we're facing a lot of water-type Pokemon. We saw Lapras earlier. You can see these Seekings and these Goldines. And a bunch of other ones, Poliwhirl, and then we see all these other like flying type Pokemon that would probably be near some docks. You get a good look at a Tentacruel and Krabby, but my water type Pokemon in general are definitely my favorite type of Pokemon. So I have a very long list of Pokemon that would be my favorites for when it comes to water types, but. I'm probably at the top is Blastoise along with Squirtle. I've just always loved those two Pokemon a lot, and then I don't really know where to go from there. I love water type Pokemon in general, and the reason you may ask, well, why did you do a fire only challenge? I never use fire type Pokemon, so I wanted to kind of do a nice little. I wanted to record myself, do a Let's Play, of course, of myself doing the fire monotype challenge, so that I can, for the first time, go through the game only using fire type Pokemon. It seemed like a cool thing, and it's actually been really fun. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying this game as well a lot. The two kind of go hand in hand. With Fire Red, there's a lot of, obviously I explained that earlier, where there's a lot of levels that are the same, a lot of areas that are the same, a lot of Pokemon or trainers or gym, badges or matches or whatever you want to call them, that are very similar to one another. So it kind of goes hand in hand in that sense. And also, obviously, the Pokemon are the same. So you get a good look at that, movesets and stuff. And what I love about this thing, and I've mentioned this many times before, this this challenge, if you will, is that, or this game is the fact that you can pretty much get any Pokemon that you want. You can catch them very, very easily, and you can, you know, pretty much train whoever, and it brings like a whole new aspect to Pokemon, but still, you know, having the sense of Pokemon and not, you know, stripping it of its, you know, Pokemon roots, if you will. So that's what I like about this game, and it's fun in general. I'm having a really good time with it, and I hope everyone else is enjoying it as well, because I definitely am. So yeah, Vileplume doing work. Now let me think about some of my other favorite water type Pokemon that I enjoy. I like of course I like Kyogre, the legendary from Ruby and Sapphire and Emeralds. I think that's 3rd generation if I'm not mistaken. Definitely like Kyogre, and I hope I'm saying that right. Like Lapras, like Gyarados, like Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, and yeah, I just like a lot of Pokemon in general that are water type. There's a lot out there. I think water type's one of the, along with probably grass, is one of the most abundant types of Pokemon, in my opinion at least. I just see a ton of water types. Also, a Pokemon that has a special place in my heart, of course. Why am I blanking out on the name? Oh gosh, this is sad. I'm blanking out on the name of the Pokemon. I'll come back to that, I guess. Oh, it's terrible. How can I forget? Oh, Sharpedo, that's the name of it. Jeez. That's like the Pokemon that I'm supposed to not forget the name of out of all the Pokemon out there. As many of you know, as many of you probably don't know, back in the day there was a contest. I think it was like 7 or 8 at the time. But there's they had a contest where you can submit your pictures or your drawings from, and they could, if it's good enough, they'll make it into a Pokemon, and then there's all these other like little prizes that they give you. And my Pokemon, which was, why am I keep on forgetting the name of the Pokemon? This is crazy. Oh my lord. Oh my gosh. Sharpedo. It was actually my original drawing, so they actually was one of the winners in the contest. I don't know the other Pokemon that won, but I'm guessing there was like, you know, maybe 5 to 10 drawings, and they scratched it up a little bit. They didn't take the drawing exactly because I'm not the best artist. Obviously, when I was 6 years old, or not 6, but 7 or 8 at the time, and they took the drawing and they made it into a Pokemon, which we know today as Sharpedo. So that's really cool, and you know, that's definitely a really cool story that I tell people that I meet around Pokemon. I've said this story about maybe like 3 or 4 times now on my channel, but many of you are probably hearing it for the first time today, so that's really cool. And if you're wondering, of course, I didn't come up with like the name of the Pokemon. That's why I sometimes forget it. Even though I'm not supposed to forget it, I do at times. And I didn't come up with the evolution chain or the types of moves and it's dual type with dark, and I originally intended to just be a water type, but it is what it is, and it's definitely a really cool Pokemon for sure. I never really use it too often, but wow, okay, our Executor is level 85, did not notice that. Let's go ahead and put our Vileplume at the top here, and get our Executor at the bottom. I was just training like normal, and Executor's level 85. That's crazy. All right, let's move Golbat over a little bit. I really like the golden shiny. The shiny Golbat looks really cool with the green. Normally it's purple. For those of you who don't know what Golbat looks like, normally it's purple, and it looks really good with that, like, the green on it. So that's really neat. Anyways, we're moving right along here. Wave 36 of 45. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what your favorite water type Pokemon is. You can also, if you want, comment on the Sharpedo story. And it is fully legit. I know people say, oh, fake, whatever. I don't care. It actually happened. And something that's really cool about it is that they actually sent me some cards. I I managed to lose them, sadly. They'd probably be worth a lot today, considering that I don't think they made too many of them, probably like, you know, less than 100 copies. But they sent me 5 copies of my original drawing attached with the first card that Sharpedo came out with during that set, whatever that set was at the time. But so it came out, they gave me the card with my picture, not the illustration of that original card, but the illustration of my drawing. If that makes any sense at all. So the original card with my drawing, that makes sense. The trading card game, that is. So that was definitely a really cool thing. Someone probably stole it because I put it somewhere and then I lost it. I don't know where it went. It's really sad, I know, but it happens. And I wish it didn't happen, but it did. And I can't find it. And yeah, my theory is that it's stolen. So yeah, we're almost at the end here of Route 21, I believe it's called. And this was definitely a really cool route. Lots of water-type Pokemon and flying-type Pokemon that would hang out near the dock. Our 3 new Pokemon did very nice, and our Executor might be the highest on our team now. But I probably won't use it too often in the upcoming episodes. But, yep, wrapping this up. Last wave. And a couple Pokemon got by, but I think it's one of those levels where it doesn't really matter if they get by or not. So yeah, your friend is in trouble. We need you. Take him to Saffron City. So in this episode, we're going to go on to Saffron City, probably take on the gym leader there. I forget who it is. I think it's a grass-type gym leader, so I'm probably going to have to put in my fire-type squad. And I will, I might be completely wrong on that. I think it might actually be something else, but we'll see. We'll see what kind of Pokemon lies in Saffron City. Hope you enjoyed this one, everyone, and I will see everyone next time. Peace.